Greetings. Hi, it's me, Dr. Paul Gerhardt, and I'm excited to welcome you to a brand new course in a brand new program, and congratulations for being here. I'm Dr. Paul Gerhardt, and I've been a faculty member since 2013 at City University, teaching in their doctoral and management programs. And I'm just excited that I was chosen to teach this very first course, DBA 605, Organizational Development Theories and Trends, with you. I've been doing organizational development consulting and training for since 2000, and it's some of the most rewarding work that I think could ever be done. Maybe you are in this program like I was in my doctoral program because I wanted to make a significant difference in organizations. And quite frankly, I got tired of managers belittling employees or not getting results that people could have obtained if they just recognized how to utilize the natural resources that people bring. If you think about it, most organizations, when they hire, they're screening for the most talented employees with the right skill sets. And then what happens is they attract these people, and somehow people stop producing like they used to produce, or they stop being as creative as they could be, or there's infighting or silos that happen in the workplace where people become protective over their own territories. And in a fluid, healthy organization, none of this happens, or a lot less happens, I should say. But it all points to leaders failing to recognize how to lead people, which really is about pulling people forward and giving them the power to be their very best. And it's having the right people in the right places with the right kind of support. And that's essentially what you're going to be learning in our program. I've worked with a lot of different types of organizations: nonprofits, banking institutions, military, corporations, large Fortune 50 corporations, small private corporations, manufacturing, farming. And essentially they all have some of the same challenges. You got people at the very top that have these grandiose ideals of how the organization should look, and that's a really good thing. But then by the time it filters down into an organization, you've got all these people that are trying to do their jobs, and systems need to be fixed. And so sometimes conflict occurs when good people are not getting the kind of support that they need, or they're seeing things as territorial issues. When, if you think about it, if an organization all has the same exact goal, hopefully that's making sure that customers are getting mass products and services that they absolutely love, and they're getting the support that they need because they're getting absolute quality. They're meeting organizational missions and objectives to stay competitive, serve their customer base well, and people at every single level of an organization know what needs to be done, and they're given what it takes to get them there. And that's the job of a good leader. We will take a look at this class and hopefully give you new theory, but we'll take a look at organizational theory, and you guys are going to get the opportunity to apply it and analyze these theories. If you're currently working in an organization, I encourage you to use your organization for the projects in this class, because we need you to start learning how to describe the culture. What's going on in that organization? Why is it that people feel the way they do? How is your organization meeting organizational goals, and how could it align better with mission and vision and move those organizational goals forward in a meaningful way? We want you to really become masters of theory and learning how to apply theory, but then to be able to teach maybe your clients or your bosses or your boss's boss's boss how to become more effective. I've worked with a lot of leaders in organizations, and a lot of them have MBAs. And somehow when business as usual starts taking place, they start forgetting to apply the concepts that they learned in graduate school. And so sometimes it's about you refreshing the ideas that great leaders should know already. And if they don't know, it's about learning how to teach them in a way where they'll start to think for themselves, am I doing this? What could I do a little bit differently to get to where we need to go? So I'm excited about launching this venture with you. I've been teaching for 15 years now, and at all different levels. And I love working with graduate students, and especially doctoral students, because I know that for you to be here, that means there's something special about you, and you've learned how to do what it takes to take what you know to the next level. So I ask you to stretch. And I ask you to embrace the lessons that are in place and ask questions if you have them. We'll be meeting every Thursday at 6 o'clock online virtually. And so I've got that planned for you, just so that we could talk about theory, we could talk about the assignments that are going place, and here you'll have an opportunity for you to ask questions of me if you have questions. And boy, I would love for you to start thinking about yourself as an organizational development practitioner here. When I was going through my graduate programs, I found a mentor who was a great Washington State organizational development consultant, and he and I are best friends today. He was wonderful in helping me work through my doctorate, and also understanding the organizational development process. So that's what I want for you today. You're in a program that's designed to help you become a change agent in organizations, and this doctorate is only going to open doors if you make it. So I hold the high bar high for you, just as any good CEO would for his employees. I want you to think about us as colleagues, but I'm here to support you as a leader would support you. So I won't compromise standards, but I will ask you to really stretch and grow. It's a graduate program. I would love for you to dig deep in the literature and really think about how to apply theory and why what you've seen in this class, and really be able to talk about it in a way that you would with a client who was learning how he or she could be changing as a leader and applying leadership theory and organizational development theory to make dramatic change. So there's a lot of great stuff in this class. I ask that you give your best. You ask questions when you have it. I prefer email throughout the week, and I'll get back to you within 24 hours if you email me during the week. If you email me during the weekend, I'll get back to you on the next business day. If you really need help and you're working through something, give me a call. You'll have my cell phone number there, and leave your message and we'll talk about it. I'm here to support you. I want you to have a great experience. I'd love for you to finish what you start and recognize that a doctorate in business administration is going to open up doors and help you feel gratified along the way, because you are helping leaders be their very best and helping people be their very best. You know, there would be virtually no turnover in organizations if people really loved what they did, and leaders need to make sure that they're aligning people with systems that help them be their very best, rather than get frustrated and feeling like they're a number or they're not getting the support that they need. So I look forward to working with you. Thanks so much for being here. I hope you enjoy the course. Help me make this the very best class that you've ever had. I promise you it's going to be worth it. Thanks for being